everyone and welcome back to my channel. So if you haven't already guessed, today we're going to be playing with the bits that I picked up from the Natasha Denona My Dream collection. So if you're interested in watching me do some swatches, put this on my eyes, my face and my lips, then please stick around and keep watching. Please hit like, please hit subscribe and turn that notification bell on because you're not going to want to miss any of my future videos. I went ahead and I picked up the lipstick, the face palette and the eyeshadow palette. Now I didn't pick up the, so the only things I'm missing are the lip liner and the gloss. I'm not really a glossy person. If I really need those things, then please let me know down below. If you've tested these and you're like, no, you have to have them, you know, they're a staple part of the collection, then I will be sure to go ahead and grab them. But at the moment I'm not too fussed of them. I have so many lip liners and I do like the Natasha Denona formula, but to me it's more like I have that many lip liners, I don't really need to add any more. And I do think that like my Charlotte Tilbury nude lip liner goes with a lot of things and I'm trying to use that up at the moment. So yeah, if I run out of that one, I might go ahead and grab this one, but for now I didn't really feel like I needed it. Glosses, they're hit and miss, I know. I haven't really seen many reviews on the lipstick, the whole lip trio, so, and I'm not really like a glossy person. I might put one on if I'm just filming or just popping out, but if for a whole day it's like they're not comfortable or they're gonna get all bitty or they're just not nice or my hair's gonna stick to them, I won't tend to wear them. So yeah, that's the only reason I didn't pick those up. But let's get in and let's have a look at the lipstick and let's swatch this bad boy for you. So I've just lined my lips with the Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude. So this one I actually picked up separate to those two. I actually went and pick this up from Selfridges because online trying to get it was just so ridiculous. I just could not find it anywhere. So then we went into Birmingham and I went into Selfridges and I knew I really wanted to get this because I only have like one of her lipsticks. It's the Peony I Need a Rose, and I love it. Like I really do love it. I love the colour of it and everything. So this is the packaging. So it does say on here that I believe it has 18 months shelf life and it is made in Italy. It's a very luxe packaging. I love this splatter, I really do. Like I said, so this isn't only the second one that I own. It's magnetic, and yeah, so I think it's got like a nice weight to it as well. And I have already swatched this colour because I showed my mum. So yeah, I'm just going to show you guys as well. It is just stunning. It is really nice. I do see who do I see? And it's got the normal ND inscribed onto the lipstick. So yeah, I'm just going to use that today. Very creamy. And such a nice colour. It's got a really nice smell to it as well. I don't know what that is. Is it kind of like coffee, kind of? I don't drink coffee or anything, so I'm not too sure if it is. If you have this, please tell me what you think it's scented like. It does smell like coffee. So that is the colour. So nice and creamy, not too sure. Wanted to put it on first, I'm not too sure if it dries down to be like a matte or anything. I don't think it says that on here. You don't just say voluptuous, creamy, hydrating lip colour, and that is true. It is very hydrating, very creamy. Yeah, that is a win at the moment, but we're going to see how it lasts throughout. I'm not actually drinking anything at the moment. I have just finished my drink, so we're just going to see how it lasts throughout the course of the video. So the next thing that I picked up, and this was from Sephora UK. This is the Natasha Denona My Dream Cheek Trio Blush and Highlighter Palette. Again, the box just looks like this. Now I'm not too sure if Sephora made a bit of a mess up with the price of this, but this, if it's still the same price, I'll link it down below. I will link it down below anyway, but I literally paid like £25 for this. Well, actually I paid £22.50 because I know if you were previously signed up with Feel Unique or you sign up with Sephora now, you get to pick 2 brands, and for 1 year you can have 10% off those 2 brands. You can't change the 2 brands, they're there for the whole year, and then after a year you can change them again. Mine was Feel Unique, was Huda Beauty and Natasha Denona. And funnily enough, I don't really own that much Natasha Denona products, so I do own a lot of Huda, but I wanted it to be something more high-end in case I ever did want to pick something up. So I ended up picking that one, and I totally forgot about it, and then when I went on, I was like, why am I getting 10% off again? So I was really, really happy. So I did only pay £22.50, and like I say, I know this on her website it's like £53, and I know when it did come to Cult Beauty it's not on there at the moment. Again, if I can find it on any other site, I'll link that down below. It was definitely over £40, leaning more towards the £50. So yeah, it was a bargain. I'm not too sure if they made a mess up with the price, and I got it for that price. So they didn't like question it or anything like that. So this is 18 months shelf life, also made in Italy. It just gives you all the ingredients on the back of the packaging and tells you what is on in the palette. And this is it. It's such a nice smooth feel. I'm not too sure it's going to get dirty. I'm not too sure it's cleanable. It's like a matte, but it's like a really soft matte. It's really nice. And then the writing is raised again with these paint splatters. I really love this packaging. I really, really do. I think it's really different. It's something I don't own. Is it magnetic? Yeah. Lovely. And again, it's so perfect for like traveling. So you have a cream blush here, which I have seen some reviews on this, so I do think it's more of like a cream to powder. You have a cream base highlighter and the highlighter that goes on top. I do own a mini cream bronzer and highlighter duo set. I'm not too sure where that is. Let me see if I can show you. So this is the one I own, which is a little bit dirty at the moment, but it's not my favourite formula. I don't really reach for it. I feel like this is already dried out, and this is not my favourite highlighter. Yeah, it's just, this is also like a cream to powder, so I'm really hoping that I'm gonna prefer that one over this one, but we will see. I've always heard that her blushes are kind of like hit and miss, but we're gonna see. And I couldn't miss out on the bargain, and it has a beautiful mirror, and it's so good for traveling. So firstly, we're gonna go in with the cream blush. I don't think these have names. This is very, very soft and is completely different formula to that one that I just showed you. Now I've gone in pretty hardcore with this, so this is literally probably gonna be so like peachy pink, which is different to the colour in the pants. That'll be different. That'll be interesting to see how it performs on the face, because it's definitely different to, let's try and see how I'm going to hold that up. Yeah, it's like really different to how it is in the pan. It's definitely more of like has more of a peachy undertone when it's on the hands, but still very different formula. Yeah, like I said, I don't think these have names. No, they don't. So next we're going to go in with the Glow Cream Base. Again, it feels so much different. Oh, that is creamy. So let's go here with it. It's very, very subtle. Can you see that? Oh, that is stunning. This is going to be like such an everyday friendly when you don't want to be too hardcore. And then let's just go in with the Dream Glow. Oh wow, that is soft as well. Wow, Wow, very pretty. So that is the whole palette swatch. So let's get this on the face. So I do prefer something that's much more buildable, so I'm not going to be too mad if it's like, you know, a little bit not wham bam, thank you ma'am. I've just tapped that here. It's a cream blush, it says, but it felt very powdery. It's very weird. Let's just put this on. It is quite pigmented, but I feel like, let's see if we can blend that out. It is very soft and subtle. It's such a beautiful, it is a lot more pinkier now that it's on. When I swatched it, it was that really like peachy shade. I don't know why it kind of swatched like that, but now that it's on, I'm feeling like it is definitely more pinky and so subtle. Like when I first put it on, I was like, okay, this is not, I hope this blends out, and it really has. And I've just applied this with a Doll Beauty brush. It's quite a dense brush, so you could go definitely in with a lighter brush, I feel. I haven't put no cream products under today, just other than cream bronzer, and I've got my powder bronzer on as well. So I know my face has been powdered down, so this is going to go on top of powder. So we're going to see whether this is just really pretty. That is just so stunning. Oh my god, could this be my favourite blusher? I am a blush whore, as we all know. I do own quite a lot of blushes. Okay, so I am absolutely loving that. It's just so pretty. I'm just going to turn my lights down a little bit because I don't think it's showing up on camera. Let's just turn my lights down. Is that a little bit better? I've turned off the light in front of me. You can kind of see now how it's a beautiful soft, that's what I mean, it's so soft and so subtle that I feel like it's going to be really hard to pick up on camera, but it is very, very beautiful, and I'm really, yeah, I'm really happy with that. So let's go in and apply the Dream Glow base. I'm going to apply this with my finger, I think. I'm just gonna, oh, that is very kind of intense. Didn't expect it to be like that. I mean, you can apply this with a sponge, I guess. But it's very pretty. It's just so glowy. It's just added like such a nice glow. Kind of put it a little bit over the top of the brush as well to kind of melt them all together. Yeah, that is beautiful. That's so pretty. Really stunning. And then to set that in place, we're going to go in with the Dream Glow. I'm just going to pick this up on a Morphe Ariel A14 brush. Oh, wow. That is just, honestly, that is just so stunning. Now everyone knows that I do like, well, if you're new here, then you probably don't know, but if you're not, I like to be seen from outer space with my highlighters, but with this one I'm like, no, like, this is my basic, something that I would wear to a wedding, to just kind of, oh, and I have a rabbit down here, so like a glamorous party. Like, this is just stunning. Like, it is giving me that glow that I need, but nothing like too intense. I'm really loving that. Let's get into the eyeshadow palette. So again, same sort of packaging. This was £64, but I did again get the 10% off. Same outer packaging. I don't keep my outer packaging, so this will be being thrown away unless there's something like different on the packaging that's unusual to my collection, and I don't really keep it. And then this is my first ever midi. I only own 2 eyeshadow palettes from Natasha Denona. They are both minis, the retro, not the retro, the mini glam and the mini bronze, and I absolutely love them. So I knew when I saw this, and it was a bit of everything apparently, I had to get it. Same sort of packaging on the inside. This is a 24-month shelf life, and again made in Italy. These are magnetic, so you can take them around, and I feel like mine is already a little bit dirty. I'm not too sure why, because the palette was absolutely fine when I opened it. It is again magnetic with a mirror, and this is the colour story. People said if you own the Huda one, you don't possibly need to own the Natasha Denona one, but I was like, I own the Huda one, and to me, when I first saw this, I was like, I still need to own this palette. I have been in an ahhing on which one to get for so long. I really wanted a midi in my collection, and when this one came out and it was a bit of some of the other palettes kind of mixed in and her dream palette, I thought, you know what, this is going to be absolutely stunning and perfect, and I really had to get it. So we're gonna swatch it. We're gonna go row by row, and let's just get into it. So some of these are her cream to powder formula. Like I said, I'm not too familiar with all of her formulas because I don't own enough of her palettes. So we're gonna start from here. So this is Black Forest, this is Aspiration, and this is Serenity. The next 2 on the top are Carpe Diem and Babies. So this is Carpe Diem, and this is Babies. So that's the whole top row. Swatch, I'm literally doing like one swatch so you can see. I'm not going to keep digging in and showing you everything like over and over. It's just going to be one swoop, and then I feel like that works out better, so you don't, yeah. Then we're going to go in with the next row. So I'm naming these, and I am not swatching them. So this beautiful purple shade, this is Instinct. Oh, that's stunning. Thrill, my dog is about to bark, I do apologise. And Unity, stunning peach shade. I don't know what they're actually attempting to bark at, because there's literally nothing there. Okay, so the next shade is Risk and Invention. So that is the first and second row now swatched. Let's move on to the third and final row. So the first one is that multi-chrome, I don't know what they're doing, which is called Vision, which is stunning. The next one is Edgy, again beautiful. And the next one is Something I Am Not, Spontaneous. And then the last 2 in the palette are these ones, and this is Nurture, and this is Familiar. So this is the whole palette swatched. It is stunning, it is swatched beautifully. This is, I believe, what's going on in my eyes today. Yeah, so let's get into it. So I just went ahead and did my first eye off of camera. So I was just trying something different, see whether, you know, you guys appreciated me doing that first and then coming back on and then explaining what I did and doing it on this side. So firstly I went in with the shade Unity on a Refa 15 and I just used this as my transition shade. I did use P. Louise eye base. I did bring it out some as well. These shades did perform and blend out very simple and very easy. And then just to make sure that this is all blended out seamlessly and nicely, I just took a clean fluffy brush just to make sure we've got no harsh edges along the top. Then I took my Refa 14 and I went in with the shade Familiar. I'm not too sure. My Italian is not the best, and this is the one I worked into the crease to create some depth and definition to my eye. And these shades are very, very pigmented, so you could go in with a lighter hand. I just, you know, like I said, this is my first experience, especially with a midi palette, so I probably didn't think about it, and then I just sort of blew this one out as well. And then I just also started to run that under my eye. Keep on the outside here. And then I went back in with my Refa 15. No extra product, just to make sure we didn't lose that beautiful like peachy shade that we put on. And then to get it even deeper, I took the Refa 13 and went in with the shade Instinct. Now I found that this one didn't, I'm going to show you, doesn't seem, do you see what I mean? It's not as pigmented. It took quite a while to get it to the depth that I wanted, so I did end up packing quite a lot on my brush, which I don't mind. Obviously just to get it to the colour that is in the palette. I did find that I had to, I'm going to go all the way across with this one, I did find that I had to go quite heavy-handedly. I'm just going to slightly bring it through the crease, just whatever extra is on my brush. And then I just went through all the shades and made sure that everything was beautifully blended and where I wanted it to be. Then where I've left the blank space, I didn't want to put any glitter. Normally I go in with like a glitter glue, but I really wanted to just see how these shimmers performed on their own. I didn't spray my brush, I literally just picked up the shadow and it picked up so beautifully on a brush. So I went in with that beautiful multi-chrome, which is the shade Vision. Sorry if you can hear the dogs having their Sunday afternoon stretch out. This is such a beautiful colour. Like, I do own Divine Rose too, and I know some people are saying it was very similar to that, so if you want me to swatch them next to each other, I'd be happy to do so. And then I went in with the shade Spontaneous. I just flipped my brush over and I put that on the inner portion of my eye. I'm just blending it into that beautiful, beautiful multi-chrome. Then I just picked up a Raphael 3 and took some more of the shade Spontaneous, and I used that on my inner corner. And I took it below and I just blended it into where I put the other one. And I'm going to use this as my brow bone, and that's it. Like, that is literally it. It was so simple, quick and easy to do. I didn't have no problems. Like I say, this Instinct shade took a little bit of packing on, but again, no problems. So I'm just gonna go, I don't know, it's Sunday, I don't know if I'm going to apply lashes, so I'm just going to keep it like this. But yeah, we'll be back to discuss the products that I tried today. So I am back. My rabbit is drinking water. Clearly wanted to make himself very known on the video. And this is the finished eye look. So let's get in. I didn't add any lashes. I just went in with some Rimmel Thrill Seeker mascara. It's Sunday. I'm not going out anywhere, so I just wanted to show you what this could be done as a very casual daytime look. If you want to add lashes and make this more of a nighttime look, you definitely can. I didn't even add anything in my waterline today. I've kept it very basic, very open, bright and beautiful, I think. Let's talk about the product. So I haven't added any more lipstick on. It's still creamy, it's still hydrating, doesn't feel like I've got anything on my lips. This is definitely going to be a staple. It's a beautiful, beautiful colour. I think it's beautiful for autumn. It's really, really nice. It's not too dark, it's not too light, it's absolutely perfect. I'm quite a fair toned person, so I feel like this would suit a lot of skin types. So yeah, skin tones, sorry, not skin types. So yeah, I'm really happy with the lip. If you feel like I need the gloss, I feel like this is creamy enough. I don't think you need the gloss. It already gives it that kind of glossy type of feel to it. So I'm not too sure. If you think I need it, let me know. Let me know down below. And the lip liner also. Like, I do like a nice, like a lip kit. But I do have so many lip liners. I'm not too sure if I need it. Next, the face palette is absolutely stunning. It's really nice. It's definitely more of that glow from within. I think if you are wanting something that is very highly pigmented, that is going to be in your face, if you like blush heavy, I mean, this is definitely buildable. But is it buildable to, sorry, I'm trying not to catch the light with that. Is it buildable enough to be like in your face? I don't think so. It's a very subtle palette. It's very beautiful. It's going to be a staple for maybe like a bridal MUA or something like that. But it is stunning. It's really stunning. Very everyday friendly and like or date night friendly. I think it's absolutely stunning, and yeah, I'm really glad that I have this. I know some people don't like when they do a face palette. I do think that she should have brought out a deeper one. This could go a little bit deeper, but I don't think it could go that deep. And the highlights could possibly work on deeper skin tone, but I've got no like shadow or anything, so I'm not too sure if they would. So I definitely think that she should have brought out different versions of this for it to do well. I'm not too sure if it is doing well. And last but not least is the palette. I think this palette is stunning. Even though I went in quite with some of the like the deeper tones, it's just not too deep. Like sometimes my Huda palette, for example, I feel like it's a little bit too deep for me. Like, do you know what I mean? It's so hard. Like, these were so buildable. It was a bit like you had to go in a couple of times with it, but I prefer that. I don't want to be putting it on and blending it out for ages. I would rather put it on and pack it on and then be able to blend it out. I don't really want to be going in with one tiny little dip and then I'm working it out for ages. That's just not my style. So this definitely was perfect for me to just be able to pack it on a bit at a time and blend it out to when I need it to. That multichrome is absolutely stunning, and it really does catch the light. It is beautiful. But yeah, very nice. Every day I think you could go definitely nighttime glam, daytime glam, everyday friendly. This is a perfect palette, and I think it's going to be one that is used a lot. So yeah, that is the end of the video. I really hope that you enjoyed this type of video. It's pretty much the same style video that I normally do, but obviously a bit more of a fuller collection, so it's been a bit longer. So I hope that you stuck around to the end, and I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next one.